I'm Chelsea Toronto.
And I'm Dr. Lindsay.
And welcome back to Honestly.
Woo!
All right, let's do this. It's going to be so fun.
So fun.
Ready?
Yep.
Where do you want to start?
I have to start off with something very positive and happy, like animals.
Of course. It's our weekly animal update.
It is.
What you got for us?
Okay, so this is a 3-in-1 because it all involves Chinese animals.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the one I thought you were going to give us. Okay.
Oh. Well, the first one is that at a Chinese zoo, they were spray painting chow chows with black eyes to make them look like pandas. And people were like, huh, those pandas look kind of funny. Like, they look kind of like dogs.
The ingenuity.
Uh-huh.
They have no shame in their game. The balls on China.
I know. They're like, no one will notice.
They're fucking idiots. Go on.
And then the second fake animal at a Chinese aquarium is a shark. It's like a remote controlled shark in the aquarium.
Oh, that's so sad.
I know.
There a whole generation of people's growing up without animals.
Yes. But I mean, maybe they're onto something because zoos are not, they're not right.
They're inhumane.
They're very inhumane. So I guess if we have robotic animals, that's fine. But don't be spray painting dogs. They don't deserve to be locked up either.
Maybe it's a washable dye.
Yeah.
Like the people that insist on dyeing their poodles.
Oh.
I want to, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I would get I don't know.
So many compliments.
Oh my God. I can't get any more compliments than I already get. Not me, but my dogs, Butch and Sundance. I would like to take a quick second about them because I was just thinking about it and I was talking about it with my roommate. We walked them last night and I was like, they are so popular. I was like, people come clamoring to talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
I said, it's not me. They will have full-on conversations on their knees, cross-legged, talking directly to either Butch or Sunny or both, and will never make eye contact with me. It is not about me. In fact, I just feel grateful to be their mom. Because to witness this shit, I'm like, oh my God, all the time. Oh, look, Mom, dogs. Look how cute they are. Oh, look at the puppies. This is what I hear all day long every day. I'm glad I gave you an accurate routine.
And thank God you started putting bandanas on them because it took it to the next level.
Oh, look how cute they are. And they're bandanas. What are their names? Just like the movie. This is what I hear all day long every day. And it doesn't get old. Except for the times when you're like, I have to go to the bathroom or I have to get ready for work. And I love that you're loving this moment right now. Can you come back any other time? Because we got to go to work.
You're like, I know my dog's a celebrity.
Oh my God.
They're not taking autographs or photos right now. Okay. We got to go.
Kind of. Anyways, I'm sorry. Oh, but as it relates to
dogs.
Yes.
Yeah. And earning their keep. Also in China, their dogs are earning snack money. In cafes as their owners are sending them to work. So instead of being locked up at home all day, their owners are like, hey, Butch, Sonny,
get off your ass
and go work. It's not rent free around here. The food doesn't pay for itself. Get your ass out there and work.
Those greenies don't grow on trees, baby. It's hilarious. Uh-huh. Well, let's round it out and the strength of threes. We'd like to welcome Pete the Beagle.
Oh,
yay! Miss Peaches just yesterday welcomed a brother into her life named Pete the Beagle.
And oh my gosh, if you don't know Miss Peaches, it's Dave Portnoy's adopted pit bull, Miss Peaches, and she's a little princess and she needed a brother. And now they have Pete the Beagle and they get the zoomies together. They're playing with toys together. She's rolling around with him. Oh my gosh, she's so happy. And it makes me so happy.
Do you see them just running laps and laps down? You know what? As happy as that made me, Dave's voice. Get her. Oh, look at your brother. Oh, you're getting there. Wow. This noise is like, ooh, look, Peachy, you can't get up on the bed. Pete can. Good one, Pete. Get her. And you're like, you are loving this moment.
He loves it.
He loves it. I'm there to listen to him.
Yeah. I love the juxtaposition of his Barstool Sports personality as being kind of douchey and controversial. And then he has Miss Peaches and Pete, and he's just another regular dog dad.
I don't know him as anything other than Miss Peaches' dad.
Oh,
I don't know
that's
him.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a big crush on him.
Yes, you do.
because he meets all of my criterias. And I love you. It's not about wealth. It's not that your credit card is getting declined every month at like Core Power. It's not like that. It's just, just enough money so that you can have as much fun as you want every day and still be a good human.
Mm-hmm.
That's how much money I want in my life.
Same.
And to ride off in the sunset with a Jewish man.
That's not too much to ask for. That's really only like 2 criterias right there.
I know.
Mm-hmm. Don't have your credit card decline.
Yeah.
And be a Jewish man.
I think we could have fun together.
Yeah.
I'm accepting applications at this time.
Okay.
Thank you. Anyway, that's not where we wanted to go. So that is our animal updates of the week.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Lindsay, our reporter with boots on the ground every week. Animal updates from Lindsay.
You're welcome, Chelsea.
Signing off.
Using my best reporter voice. And next time on Honestly, we'll have another animal update of cute critters.
Oh, Lindsay's cute critter corner. Okay. All righty. Animals. Okay. I'd like to say that I am delighted that our friendship has stood the test of time. Honestly.
For the last 25 years.
We don't actually know how long we've been friends. No, but like, it brings me so much joy to know that you still like me.
I still like you so much.
I know. I'm just like, even still, it's fucking wild. Because I'm just like, and you continue to meet new people, and I don't feel like my value is slipping in any way.
Mm-mm.
You're proud of me.
Mm-hmm. It's like a stock split. Even though
I don't even know what that means. But what a great response. Classing up our act over here.
That's right.
What?
It's like you get double the amount of friends, but you don't lose equity in the ownership that you have.
Oh,
mm-hmm.
It's so hot that you knew that. Oh my gosh.
I'm like such a finance bro.
Girl boss. But with that, I was thinking about our friend that we were when we went out to happy hour, and we kind of gave her some advice.
We kind of like whipped her head back and forth, whiplash of just like boom, sucker punch this way, uppercut this way.
Okay, so she's going through life changes, and we were at happy hour. It was like a Taco Tuesday girls' night, so fun, and it was outside, and it was and we're celebrating a bunch of things, but then we turn to her because she's kind of navigating newly dating. And we have opinions and thoughts for a reason. We have a podcast for a reason because we like talking. But I know I'm right. And everything I've ever said that was right, Lindsay did. Yes. And then because she only does things that are right. Mm-hmm. So to us, it's be like, we could give you the playbook. Do you want it or not? Like, don't fight us. We know what we're fucking talking about.
I know. I'm like, okay, Chelsea told me this and I did it and it worked. And look at me now.
Kind of.
Like, I'm living proof. And we're like, hey, we're just trying to give you the shortcut so that you don't have to go through all this bullshit and nonsense and you don't have to torture yourself. Just listen to us.
I don't know why people don't. I mean, like, what the fuck? Is it possible that I just know what I'm talking about?
Between 10,000 hours of therapy over here.
And she's a doctor. I'm a doctor.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think we have authority.
And I've done a lot of fucked up shit that I am more than happy to like share with you. And I'm self-aware enough to be like, don't do this. Yeah. Consider not doing it. But I don't know. I just felt,
and I guess
she couldn't appreciate that we were giving her actually an abundance of information and wealth, and rather they took it. It almost physically looked like they were against the ropes. Mm-hmm. Like, not figuratively, but she was just kind of like pushing back from the table because it was getting too intense. But we didn't feel like we didn't talk about it. We were seated like this, and she's like there. We weren't talking about it, but I think what was happening is that neither one of us felt like she heard us, acknowledged, and said, I will do it.
Correct.
So we just kept fucking hammering. What is it going to take for you to submit?
Just fucking do it. Just say you're going to do it. That's all I want. That's all I want.
I would have stopped, but she kept going.
Well,
I always looked to Lindsay for like cues.
Then she's like, I'm tired. And I was like my mom putting her purse on. I'm like, okay, I guess it's time to go because
I think tired. That's you know what? That was a cop out.
Yes, I know. And she was getting so overwhelmed. So then I didn't talk to her for like a day or two after that. And the next time I saw her, I was like, so how overwhelmed were you the other night? She's like, yeah, I was really overwhelmed. Like,
suck it. I mean,
Uh-huh.
we're
I'm like, we are your
so
friends.
perfect. We are so
We're
perfect.
so perfect. And we are your friends. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you and tell you what you want to hear. Like, that's what your other friend is for, to tell you something in a roundabout way. Like, I'm just giving you the truth. I'm just being a friend. Just being a friend.
Well,
Mhm.
you are the world's greatest friend. Don't you forget how much I love you.
I love you so much.
I love you so much. I love you so, so much. Speaking of love, would you like a weekly update on dudes?
Yes, give me the dude report.
Funny every time. Always has been.
Chelsea's dude report coming right up after this break.
The 25 years that we've known each other, your like hockey siren noise, pow, 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 makes me laugh every time. Okay, where do we leave off? Where are we? A nephew.
Oh, well, let's see. Since the last time you went on a drive,
Yeah, we went on a drive and he brought snacks. And
the end.
went to Coney Island and it was dope.
Mm-hmm.
I always wanted to go.
Okay.
So I crossed off
And then since then, I have met said nephew.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. And this is how it's going. Let's just say someone named Chelsea texted me yesterday saying, like, I don't want to go hang out with him. And I was like, same. She's like, should I cancel? I'm like, no, we have a show to record on Thursday. And
she's like, I don't cancel.
And for podcasting content purposes.
Yeah. When are you ever going to be able? Well,
I know.
Next time. But I was going to say, when are you ever going to be able to meet with someone I go on a date? Like literally every time. So we don't need to get
every time, but it's been a very long time.
It has been a minute.
Yeah. So I did want to see what this guy was all about.
And why did I invited you to come along, or insisted and told you when, was I wanted you to check my work. Am I, of the things that I've said, how far off? Because let's say you and your beliefs are baseline.
Mm-hmm.
And the decisions that I came back and reported and said, oh, these observations, whatever, this is working, this is it. And I said to you, I wanted to see what you thought.
The observations that you have made are correct. So,
accurate?
Or they're accurate. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So these are my takeaways. Number 1, he never shuts the fuck up. I think I got 10 words in. You maybe said 5 words. You weren't even really in the conversation.
I was like sleeping.
Yeah, you were.
I've
falling asleep.
I was so bored. Yeah. It's terrible.
And I mean, he did ask me 1 or 2 questions about myself, so that was nice. And then
Ish.
So then I was trying to ask questions about him. Number 2, this is just a personal red flag, is that he plays guitar. And then
it's an ick. It's not a red flag.
It's such an ick. It's such an ick because he serenaded someone with that guitar. Ugh. And I want to take it and smash it.
It's a dildo that keeps a strumming dildo.
Number 3, he is a very nice human, nice gentleman, very lovely, very friendly. Maybe he is nervous all the time.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know. And I think he's smart, even though you didn't really think he was that smart. I think he's like smart enough. He's not dumb. I think he just talks about things that you don't care about. And yeah, I don't really see any chemistry at all happening between the two of you. You're so checked out and you're just like, okay, I guess I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, this is like what, the 4th time that you've hung out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all he gets is a hug.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I feel like it is probably time to friend zone the nephew. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts?
And with that, I'd like to recommend a friend zone for the nephew. I think that's where that's headed. But I received you know what, Lindsay? I received a text.
Yes, and it's unfortunate because on paper,
he is perfect.
He's perfect. Does the right amount of texting, says the right things,
perfect.
Brings you some flowers, makes some plans, is very flexible. He is a very moldable human. I think if you told him exactly.
Do you think he's too moldable? Do you think he's tofu?
No, I don't think so. I think he still has, since he has his kids that he likes to do things with, I think he still has like some backbone to be like, I still have family.
But otherwise, if he didn't, I bet I could kidnap him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You want to take him in the woods?
No, because he's going to bring his guitar. That's going to be the only thing we listen to.
But you'll need it for firewood, so you can only have it for a limited time.
I do like to smash shit, so I would get a big rock and fucking destroy that guitar. And think of all the people who have done me wrong. Yes. I love being angry.
You do.
I do.
I don't.
No, you don't have as many reasons to be angry.
No.
Rage.
Yeah.
I wear it well.
He did pick up that even if I get angry, he's like, I can't really see you being angry. I'm like, no, it's more of just like I huff and puff and then, meh. Then I'm over it.
Yeah, and then he turned to me. Do you rage? I was like, no, of course not.
So I think like if there was any chemistry or connection physically between the two, it would be better because you are looking for someone who can fit into your life. You don't want to fit into someone else's life. So that's why being moldable, I think, is good because you're steering the ship and you're like, I'm busy. We can hang out once or twice a week.
Now I can use that. I'm busy.
Well, because you actually are going to be much busier.
Why?
Because you're now working every single day of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Mhm.
I can't wait to talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay, let me give you my 2 thoughts on it. I wasn't looking for this relationship, right? I wasn't like on the hunt, and I'm so grateful that someone who I respect, because I literally said, I wish I could be the recipient of an arranged relationship. And here it was. And with a woman and everything about it on paper is perfect. Is it a connection in the romantic way? No. Doesn't matter what the icks were that prevent me from like wanting to go. I don't really think it matters. And of course, I don't think he's dumb. I just think that I banter in a way in which I need someone to challenge me mentally.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And that is very important because that is probably one of the things I like about myself the most is my and the fact that I'm being silenced is a real trigger for me because growing up my parents would be like, you better shut up, bro, give me something to shut about, you and your big mouth. And like I have made it a career in order to talk. And if you feel stifled around someone,
that's not great.
It's not ideal.
Definitely. I'm like right away. He needs to have good chat, and he doesn't.
He doesn't have a good chat.
No.
And that's it.
Yeah.
The end. He's like, are you up for it? And I was like, yes. I mean, I still want a fucking job.
Right?
Yeah. What is it? He's like 6 days a week. I was like, what the fuck, dude? I was just coming to ask for 4.
Yeah.
I went from like, I want 3 days off instead of because things have been so stressful and I'm physically tired. It's as if you're a professional career, like service industry individual, it gets tiresome. If you're a career, that means you're very good at it and you've been doing it for a long time, right? You get how there's certain people who are out there who are cookie cutter, just the right speed for it. I just realized in the last 2.5 years, I am that person, but I give it my all and I'm so fucking tired when it comes. So now and because there's extenuating circumstances of drama, I need a third. Plus I want to quit, right?
Right. You're like, I'm actually just slowly quitting by taking more and more days off. Yeah. But now you go in there to get 3 days off and now you're working 6.
I know.
What the heck?
I know.
Is that like a forever thing or is that like
I think it's just thing? So
is that like
he's got family that needs to go into the hospital and said when he gets out.
Oh. Who knows when that will be?
Although Julia did come to me last night and was like, before you leave, is it, you said something about maybe not wanting to work Wednesdays? I was like, well, I represented that I would work 6 days a week until his family members get well out of the hospital. And then I would like to be down to 4 days a week.
Right. So what's your day off?
I don't know. I should keep Mondays because Mondays are the shit.
Yeah. Speaking of Mondays.
Monday.
How is this Monday?
Oh my God. You guys, I should have a page dedicated to my Mondays because they are the shit. So I was invited to meet up with this nice gal and guy for dinner and just see where things go. And where things took us was to Poppy's, which is a cute little place down the street. And it was kind of like, oh, let's be honest. They were looking at having an odd number of people go back to the house to maybe have fun.
Yeah. Because that's what you do on a Monday night at a family establishment.
You go trolling for a
third.
You go trolling for odds. Okay, so we all enjoyed dinner. We went over there, and then this drunk guy comes in, and he's just like, he looks like my roommate.
Oh.
I saw your car in the parking lot, so I had to stop on by. Hey. And so now drunk guy is sitting next to me, right? So it's like two dudes on the end, 2 chicks in the center. No one's talking to this douche. And I'm like, fuck, it's my responsibility to entertain this guy. I'm so mad. And I'm like pouting, right?
Like, I don't want to.
Whatever drug was in my system at that point, I was just like, fuck. But being me, I was like, all right, here we go. Let's make this. Turns out he's a drunk Jesus because he dropped some mad ass knowledge on me. He told me, I was like, what is holding me back? Greg? He's like, it's Garrett. He said some really poignant stuff. It was really fun. See, I was bantering here with the stranger, and I was just like, oh. And here I was turned on by this like nasty drunk bum that walked in off the street. Meanwhile, I guess he's like best friends with my neighbor.
Oh.
And I was
drunk
like,
Jesus had some banter, and you're like, okay.
I was like, are you turned on right now? I'm like, are you so loving this? I was like, I am. He's like, I can tell. I'm like, aren't you lucky? Because what are the chances that you're going to meet someone like me on a Monday night? 0.0000. I was like, you are so lucky you got to meet me. I'm actually starting to talk like that sober now to all guys.
Oh, because like I know that's like when you're high.
No, but now that I'm sober, I'm like, yeah, I'm literally perfect. And whomever I'm communicating with was like, I know you're not afraid to tell me. I'm like, but it's true. Why can't we celebrate the good? You're meeting what a woman who is perfect looks like.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Kind of.
Yeah.
If you were hanging out with me, you are lucky. So I just want them to know that. And they like to be put in their place. It turns out you can be a slam piece where somebody really likes you and you're like, oh no, wait a minute. This is not what I'm here for.
No, we don't want feelings.
I was just not here for that. It's like drinks and dessert, not like an appetizer.
No.
And then maybe an entree. And you're like, ew, no, I just wanted to like, yeah. So now they're super nice. Hey, I was just thinking about you and you're so special. And like, thanks for being yourself around me and like opening up. And I was like, I'm not going to open up anymore if you don't shut your mouth. So
like my legs are not opening up and my mouth is not opening up.
In fact, my legs are turning inwards. I'm going to put some nasty sweats on if you don't shut the fuck up. So what I said to them was, do you need me to respond? I was like, how would you like me to respond? Are you feeling neglected if I don't? I was like, I just need to know what you're hoping to have happen to you right now. Like, well, if you want to, you can, but if you don't, that's fine too. And feel free to reach out if you're ever thinking about me. Everybody keeps saying this. I'm not
thinking about you. I'm
thinking about her. I'm thinking about her lip gloss. I'm thinking about like, what fucking serum did she tell me to get? I'm thinking,
what's our hair care routine
this
week?
I know. I'm like, what's a good hair mask? I don't think about you. Until you dangle something that I find enticing. And then, okay, maybe. And then I will bring the funds. Okay, so that's that on that.
So yeah, but your Monday night, I mean, didn't end up in odds, but it wasn't a total bust.
Oh, you know why it didn't? It was a bust? Sorry, that was a really long thing. But turns out it didn't happen because I was hitting it off with the two ladies so well that the guy took off, stormed off, pissed. Oh, I did it. I'm sorry. You wanted me to like the ladies? Now I like them too much? My bad. Sorry. We are all like vibing hard in the parking lot. Now it's like midnight, 12:30. We don't get into our fucking car until 1:30 a.m. The only reason we left is because our legs that were in skirts were cold. I swear to God, I got home at like 1:38. There was a snack run. No, I passed the snacks. I didn't go to snack. I didn't get to 7-Eleven. So
nothing makes ladies leave more than cold legs.
That's the only thing. That was it, because we were loving life. So it's like, oh, I'm sorry. You wanted me to come here to like put the moves. Like, no, what's her name?
You did. and I did, and you didn't like it.
I don't like it. Well, then you better be more specific.
You're not paying attention to me.
You didn't think I could like beat you at your own game, did you? I'm like, I promise you, I've got this. What I'm saying is, I could be Ghislaine Maxwell.
Oh,
if I use my magic for bad, which is not unlike black magic.
Ooh, spooky
season. All right, let's make this a quick one. I'm walking Monday during the Monday afternoon at Wash Park with the dogs. gorgeous October. Best fall on record ever. Leaves. And all of a sudden I see this hand painted, like a left-handed painted shaman massage and sound bath experience.
Oh.
And I walk by. And then I walk by again. I'm like, well, I turn around. I'm like, I should probably do this.
Yeah.
Why
not?
This looks like content.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, hey, how's it going? What's up? He like looked up because he's sitting cross-legged.
Oh, with his little bowl.
Yeah, the sound bath bowls or
Yeah.
whatever. So I sit on I was like, what's the deal here? He's like, it's donation based and I give you a massage. I start with the balls, like the Chinese balls that sound like they have the spring in them.
Oh, uh-huh.
He massages that. First he cleans them, then you massage. Now you're in the park the whole time.
Where are you massaging?
Just on like a back massage you might get at Whole Foods.
Just lay down on a blanket in the park? Is this like a community towel that he has for everyone? No.
Yeah, he did. And I was trying not to get caught up in that part.
Uh-huh.
He I could see him like moving the towel to a different part where the last person's face is in the cradle,
Oh, uh-huh.
It was a seated massage.
Okay.
You're in that weird position.
Yeah.
So he did that. And then he was like, wow, you're really I know, guy. I know. So then he does the sound bath. And that was trippy as fuck.
Ooh.
Because there were notes that aren't necessarily pleasant to the ear that seem to frazzle the brain. Razzle frazzle.
Yeah.
And da-de-da. He doesn't really like read cards or anything, but that's okay. But I said to him, been talking. I was like, I have gifts. I have gifts.
You're like, let me do a reading for you.
I have gifts. He's like, so it sounds like you're a healer. And I was like, I want to be a part. I was like, it is my goal and purpose in life to bring love, light, and happiness wherever I go. And I don't want to use it as a parlor trick anymore. Just lighting up bars and comedy clubs. Like I want to use it for good, for mankind. I'm saying this to him. So what does he say? Blah blah. Check out this TikTok channel. Check out my
check out my TikTok for more tips on how to become more than a party trick.
Well, he said timelines have been stolen. That Hollywood is run by the military. AI is stealing timelines from us right underneath us. And it's like black magic shit. So what did I do? I was like, I like magic. So what we're going to do right now, Lindsay, if you're down with it, we're going to do, wait, do I have the props? Oh yeah, I do. You want to play a little black magic game?
I do want to play a black magic game.
All right.
Okay, so if you're listening, I'm holding a little small bowl that has water in it.
And then 2 wooden matches.
Okay.
Now, the purpose of this is actually we're not doing magic, but rather we are testing to see, I guess, either you or honestly all of us, if a black magic spell has been put on us.
Ooh, spooky.
Are you loving me right now?
I'm loving it.
How happy, how much do you love me right now?
She said there was a 3D activity today, and my ears perked right up.
She's like, Ma, I don't have it now. And I was like, I do.
Yeah.
Have faith. So today's magic. Okay.
Ooh, let's see if there's black magic.
I know. Okay. It's a black magic spell that's been placed on us.
Okay.
Now, if you really know what you're doing, fine. And you know all these stones and you're going to call shit on it, that's fine. Just let honestly be what we are. 2 dumb girls doing black magic spells. Turns out it's real hard to find anything about black magic on the web.
Oh, interesting.
It is.
Even on TikTok?
Yeah, I wasn't seeing. I'll go back and check, but at least on YouTube or maybe, did I check TikTok? Because it's rooted in evil and black magic, like white magic. However, it's used for personal gain or ill intent to harm. So that's why we don't do that here. So, but the only thing I kept coming across was identifying if a black magic spell has been placed on you. So we take these 2 wooden straws. We're going to put them in the water. Now they're going to go one of 3 ways. Let's see. If they just float randomly, there's no spell on you. Okay. If they cross the tips.
Tips are crossing. Okay.
Like the little wooden sticks are crossed. Mm-hmm. That means you have self-protected, even though despite someone trying to place a spell, you are strong enough and fortified enough that you do not have a spell on you. Oh. I think I made that wrong. No, the cross one is if you there's this. All right, let's just see what happens. Right?
Okay, let's go to it. Okay. Okay, they are floating. They are parallel to
Well,
each
don't
other.
you think you're moving?
I mean,
It should be like set on the
Oh,
ground for a
okay.
truly like.
okay, so
This might not be an immediate response.
now the tips are.
I don't know. Let's just see where this goes.
It's almost forming like a T shape, but they're not touching each other yet. So
we could be here a minute. So let's check back and see what happens.
yeah.
Although I feel like it's not on a. Maybe we should put it down.
Well, you know what? I think we should let this sit and then. Oh, they're touching. Oh.
I know it's not an instant test. It's not like a pregnancy test where you know pretty soon.
We got pretty soon. Okay. How about we'll end on this, and then when you guys listen to this, we'll have the results for you by then. Because I know you're going to be waiting just on the tip of your toes to know how it goes.
Could you imagine if there was a black spell on us and then we sage it and we get clean and then we come back 2 different people?
Oh, wow.
Like we're super cerebral and kind of boring. We have kids.
Ew.
Ew.
That's some black magic shit.
Well, with that,
thank you so much for listening. Make sure you follow at The Honestly Show on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever you hear podcasts, Apple, Spotify. Give us 5 stars about how hilarious we are. And we'll see you next time.
Funny.
Bye.
Bye.
Disclaimer. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. The stories and statements expressed herein are experiences and opinions. They may not represent the views of the production studio or the hosts. If you disagree with our content, that's okay. No podcast is perfect for everyone.